Hello, my name is Abigail and I'm one of the co-founders of Acting for Climate, and today I'm gonna hold this session on how to build your sustainable dream projects. Sustainability, you may ask. Well, as we're facing the climate crisis and the ongoing sixth mass extinction, we as artists play a crucial role in paving the way to create new narratives that we can build our sustainable future upon. We believe that the ongoing climate and biodiversity crisis is not a crisis of technology, but a crisis on culture and sensibility. A relationship crisis on how we relate to each other, to the world, and to other species, and to nature. And as artists, we have the power to challenge this culture of extraction. And my studio today is this beautiful tree. With a great view. Shortly about me, I'm a Norwegian circus artist and working mostly in Acting for Climate, where we combine environmentalism and performing arts. And our goal is to inspire action towards a more sustainable future through performances and workshops. And through many years of experience, we have built up a lot of knowledge on how to build sustainable projects. And through a lot of rehearsal, I've built up a lot of knowledge on how to create your dream projects. When I started Acting for Climate 9 years ago, it was what we wanted to do was to combine our passions. So, which were at the point environmentalism, performing arts, and sailing. So we started trying to figure out how we can combine our passions and what we love doing. And this is still how we work in Acting for Climate today. We're trying to find the things that we're the most passionate about and that we love doing, and then combining them into different projects. And this is what I'm going to try to give you some advices on today. And then for the next session that I'm going to do, we're going to focus on how you can create sustainable tours, and in practice, how you can do sustainable projects. Okay, here comes some advices. You can start with dreaming. Dare to dream. Dreaming is a skill that you can train, so put off time to rehearse it. And don't be scared to dream too big. You can always scale down. Then, make allies. Having a community or a group of people that you can work with is really gold. And that will help you when things are harder and when the project is challenging. Map out what you're good at and what makes you thrive in a working situation, and then find allies or working partners that has complementary skill sets from you. Be creative and find alternative ways for funding, media, and collaborations. You matter more than you think, so choose what you prioritize, because that actually matters. Research the theme that you want to work on and contact experts or scientists on that theme. There are so many scientists and experts on environmental issues and climate change that are super happy to do a collaboration with artists. So reach out and ask. Then set smart goals for your project. That is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Smart goals. Here comes some additional advices. So to think outside the box when it comes to funding or to production work, I would encourage you to map out the potential collaboration partners and our people and companies that are working towards the same themes or ideas as you. Contact them and find out how you can work together. For example, if your theme is around protecting endangered species, contact organizations or companies that work with this and you will for sure find several entry points for how you can help each other and give each other things. Then if you lack funding from somewhere or something, then reach out to the people that has what you need. So you can get a lot in kind in different ways, and you can get it by exchanging. For example, if you need a residency place in a certain area or a city, you can reach out to the place that you know has the residency place there and offer that you can do a workshop in exchange for you having a residence there, for example. And for other advices on how to do things sustainably around production, you can look at our next video. And make the production and artistic planning work fun for yourself. Like do planning meetings in unexpected, funny or cozy places. Like, for example, have an artistic meeting in a tree. And try to take one step at a time and one thing at a time. Try to avoid doing everything at once and overloading yourself. You are gonna have much more energy if you have yourself in the project. And remember to give space to have fun and rest. Everyone who's gonna work with you, and you will be much more efficient when you're happy and rested. To start your sustainable dream project, this is some of the suggestions. I've now given quite some suggestions, and a possible strategy or a suggestion for how to do it could be something like this. First, you start to do the exercise that I did with you now earlier, mapping out your artistic medium and the cause that you're most passionate about, the environmental cause you're most passionate about at the moment, and then you find your allies and people that want to collaborate with you or that are inspired by your idea, and that wants to either engage in it or help you develop it. So share. Then I would suggest to do some speed creations in a group or by yourself on the theme and the idea you have, and give yourself a task to develop and try to make it as specific and as practical as possible, and do it on the floor. So you create the task for yourself and you give yourself 5 to 10 minutes to just come up with something creatively that you have to embody on the floor. And the goal with this, the aim is to start a creation process without having a lot of boundaries, because often we overthink things and then we come with all the no, this is not possible, or this is hard, or this is difficult. So you need to if you have 5 minutes, you just have to go with the first impulse you get and then do it. And you can also start and choose different entry points and different focuses and try several of them multiple times, and then from there you probably have some more ideas of how you can develop the project, and you can start to contact researchers or experts on the topics that you want to work on, and then you put off time to develop and create the project, and you find people that can complement your skills and that would help you or that would be great for the project. And then it's just to dare to ask for help, and you can, for example, reach out to us in Acting for Climate and ask for advices, and then you go for it and have fun. Make sure you remember to plan a sustainable artist practice as a part of your project, and as the ending, one of my biggest advices would be to share your project and to dare to ask for help and advices. Good luck! Another advice is to make it personal. So there's always a lot of things that have been done, but it hasn't been done with you, and art is very personal. And nobody can ever replicate exactly how you express and how you feel about things. So make things personal. It's much easier for people to relate to whatever your personal thing is than to a big number of, in general, it is like this. Don't be scared to relate to your feelings and use your personal experience in the project that you're doing. Now, I will ask you to do a small exercise with me. So, I would recommend you to get pen and paper or something to write on. If you don't have it, please pause the video and then go and get it. So, if you have your pen and paper or something else to write on, then we're going to go to the task. I recommend you to take 1 minute to write down and clear out for yourself what is your artistic medium. And when I say artistic medium, it's the creative platform or style that you're telling your story through. So, for example, for me, it's circus. And more specifically, I do a lot of site-specific work with circus disciplines of partner acrobatics and rope or climbing. Then I want you to think about the strengths that lies within that medium, as in the strength in telling a story to the audience through that medium. For example, in circus, I often say that we have the possibility to make the impossible possible. That could be a strength. So take your time and write things down. Then, I want you to take 1 minute to map out for yourself what is the environmental cause on the sustainability or climate crisis topic that you're the most passionate about at the moment. This can shift from day to day, but try to think about what is the passion cause, what is like the thing that is triggering you the most, that is the closest to your heart at the moment. And then write it down and clarify it for yourself. For example, the climate crisis can be huge. It's so many things involved in it. And for me, at the moment, it's about telling a story or changing the narratives of how we see the world and how we relate to the world and to nature and the other species around us. Now, I ask you to take a few minutes to write down how you can combine those two. How can you combine the passion cause that you have and your artistic medium? So, how can you is there any connection between the two? And can you make a project based on what you're passionate about and how you're expressing yourself? Ever since I was a part of co-funding Acting for Climate for 9 years ago, we've been working on how to combine our passions with what we love doing and how we can combine environmentalism with performing arts. And if you want to know more about Acting for Climate, you can go to our homepage, actingforclimate.com, and read more about our projects and let you get inspired by how we do things. And you can also check out the small video we have in addition here, where we talk about what we do in Acting for Climate.
notice it's not flat at all. And there are no monsters looking at monster costumes and silk. All this Our lives are a tangle of stories. We find all these reasons to live. Ticking, always ticking, ticking like a time bomb as we dance through space.